Hey guys, welcome back. One of the questions I got over on YouTube is that you guys wanted to see an updated what's in my pen case. And I think the last time I did this was a year or a year and a half ago. And a lot has significantly changed from what I bring regularly. So the idea here is that there are considerations in why ended up changing what I bring on a usual basis. One is that my I think my preference in bags have changed. So I want something smaller, and obviously I don't want to bring too much things anymore. I want it to be a lighter carry, but so has my options and my preference for pen cases. Now the idea here is that I get to write normally at work because I arrive at the office early. Though I'm still not going to the office on a daily basis, there are times that I still want to bring my stuff with me and I just want to write. So I have two pouches, but this is mainly the one that I bring on a daily basis or whenever I do go to the office. The thing is that most of the time, the stuff I do need, like scissors, tape, or glue or whatever, I already have it at the office. So there's no need for me to be bringing it in this pen case. So you're gonna see how thin the profile of this is, and it's easily just going to slip into my bag, and hence the appeal. So we're gonna go through it. First of all, I do have this stamp. Of course, this stamp is a Miffy stamp, and the only reason why it's in my pen case is because it's cute, and that's good enough reason for me, and that's why it's here. Now, I have my Pilot Kakuno in jade. I think it's called. This was a 2021 special release. I was able to get this and I was really happy. And it though this is not the original nib that it came with, because this when I got this, it was in a fine nib, and what I did was that I was able to purchase or order the Pilot penmanship, and those came in extra fine, so I was able to replace all my Kakuno pens and my Pilot Breras into an extra fine nib, which is why I don't really anymore bother if my pen isn't an extra fine. Well, specifically for Pilot at least. I don't need to have it custom ground, and I just swap the nibs and I am happy with writing it in extra fine. This is currently inked with Wearing Buell's Tinkerbell. The next pen I have is this is the Lamy AL Safari in jade. It is in jade, right? Yeah, so it's in jade, and this is an extra fine, but I had this custom ground to an extra fine, and this has been one of, if not my most, I think this has been one of my favorite pens. And I just like the green. I don't know. I like how green it is, and I was not really a fan of the Safari pens, but I guess if it's green, I'm suddenly a fan. But in case you're wondering how different it is from the Harry Potter Slytherin one, this is the Slytherin one and this is the Jade. And I have both. And I am seriously considering getting another pair of these just to keep. But I haven't had this ground to a custom extra fine just yet. That's why it's not in my everyday carry. But really, these two pens are just the greens that I've always wanted. And yeah, I really like it. That's that for the Lammies. And last pen that I have, this is the Sailor Afternoon Tea. Yeah, I sold my old Sailor Fika. I think this is the regular Pro Gear, not the Slim. So I sold that in exchange for this because I really wanted to maintain the whole green thing. I know it has a little bit of blue right there, but the Sailor Fika was like hard blue, and yeah, I was just trying to get the blues out of my collection already. And if I see something nice, I'll sell my blue one and then I'll replace it. But so far, this is the first thing that I saw that I liked from the Sailor releases recently. And so I just swapped the nibs because they have the same nib, but the one I got was only in fine, I believe, or was that extra fine? I can't remember anymore. But this one is in extra fine, but I also had it custom ground to extra fine. Now I didn't have to go through that because I sold the pen with the innards of this pen, if that makes sense. So everything was new except the body, but everything inside was like brand new. This is inked with Ferris wheel press Gale Force Green, and this was inked with Wearing Gules Mad Hatter. And so far, those are the pens that I bring on a daily basis. But I also have this from Midori. It's called the Midori Join Dots, and it has been a lifesaver, or it's something really efficient to have in my pen case because it's a pen with three colored markers. So I have it in green, in purple, and in blue. And I have liked using this a lot, because it makes things so much easier for me to mark. It's literally just dots. Now it makes it easier for me to organize ideas or like plans on my journal and my planner as well. And yeah, so I keep this. And that's really all I bring on a daily basis. And everything fits thin and accordingly and nicely. See, this has no real purpose other than it being cute. It stamps green, so it's self inking. It stamps in green, and I really haven't even used it yet. But it's Miffy and it's green. Of course, it's gonna stay inside. And that is my main everyday carry pen pouch. There are times though that there are pen meets or that I have a journal date with a few friends, and this is what I tend to bring along with me. It's not much, to be honest, and it's just a few more fountain pens in it. But this is the Superior Labor pen pouch. This is the one in olive green. I'm not sure about the colors anymore, like the specific name colors, but this is the one in green, and this is what I bring often. Now I only have a few fountain pens here, but you're gonna see that they're all green, which is why I really want to dispose of some, if not all, the blue uh, Sailor fountain pens that I have. Now, these are the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. Hang on, let me get the regular one so you know at least the size difference that I'm talking about. This is the regular Pro Gear, and this is the Slim, and that's the size difference that you have. Both are very comfortable in terms of writing. I really don't find it to be as different at all as opposed to the King of Pens. It was really chunky. It's a really chunky pen. But anyway, so this is the size for like reference at least. Anyway, so this is the Pilot Sakura Mochi. I got this last year, and at first I wasn't really excited for this when was originally released because it had a gold nib, and I'm not really fond of gold nibs. Well, when I saw it, it wasn't like harsh yellow gold in your face, which is why I ended up looking for it. And, I really did want it, so I bought it. And then, oh yeah, I recently just got this. This is the Sailor Manyo Sakura. No, this is the Sailor Manyo Chestnut. And it's one of the greens that I really like. And then I remembered that they had the Sakura Mochi, which seemed like a cooler shade of green. And I got this first. And then I ended up hunting for the Sakura Mochi, and I got it and I was so happy. Both again are like custom ground to an extra fine nib, as always. And this is in a steel or like a silver nib, which is really more my vibe. I don't know why, but I just like the silver more than the yellow gold. Not that it's any different in terms of like how they write, I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's just me talking. I also have this. This is the Sailor Stealth Green. And this originally came with a black nib, but unfortunately, for some reason, I couldn't write really well with a black nib. Like, it was so scratchy. I don't know why. That I replaced it with one of my silver nibs, and it still works. Like, aesthetically, it's still pleasing for me, and it's really the dark green that I wanted for this. Those are the fountain pens that I bring in this particular case. Now I also have a pencil. This is a Tombow mechanical pencil. It has the Mizutama design, and I've had this for how many years now? And I just like the idea of having a pencil in this case all the time. I have a Pilot Acroball. This is in point five, and it's just a regular pen, really. It's not a sign pen, it's not a gel pen, it's just a regular pen that in case I think yeah, because I can't find I think I left it at the office, but I have a slimmer sleeve from Sailor and it has like a uniball one pen and another acroball, like that's the one I bring on small in smaller bags. Like let's say if I have to go out, especially in the airport, I have to always have my own pen because normally it's not the same for all that everything's electronic. Some are still using paper and I don't want to be caught without a pen in my stuff. And lastly, I have a pair of scissors that I like having. Like we end up cutting packaging all the time. So I have this with me. And if I don't have my glue tape with me, like the glue tape thing, it's fine because I can just insert it in one of my journals and I'll just do it at home. Just not really a big deal. And then I also have this. This is a magnetic clip. It's an ollie clip, and I use it to hold pages down. And yeah, that's how strong the magnet is. And I use that when I want to keep my pages like still and not flying around if it does happen. And that's all that my pen case has. I used to bring a lot more, but then I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. I don't know why, but I just don't like bringing too much stuff with me anymore because the chances of me using all those are like slim to none anyway. So I might as well just bring the ones that I feel like I know I'm going to be using when I do go out. But in any case, those are the things that I have. And that is my updated what's in my pen pouch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.